The mind that wouldn't rest. There was once a man who couldn't silence his thoughts. Every night, his mind wandered into the past, rehearsing old mistakes, replaying words he wished he'd never said. Every morning, it jumped ahead into the future, predicting problems that hadn't yet arrived. He tried to escape through work, noise, or distraction, but the mind always followed. Trenton knew that feeling well. He had lived it. And one day, he realized that overthinking wasn't a sign of wisdom. It was the shadow of fear. So he began a journey, not across the world, but inside himself, and discovered 23 techniques that could free anyone trapped in their own thoughts. This is that story. The prison of thought. Overthinking, Nick said, was like standing in a room full of mirrors. Every reflection, a what if. You see your regrets, your fears, your imaginary futures. And soon, you can't tell which reflection is real. He discovered the truth. We don't control our thoughts when we overthink. Our thoughts control us. But there's a way out. One step, one technique at a time. Techniques for Peace begins with awareness. Nick's first lesson was simple. You can to fight what you can to see. So he began teaching awareness, the art of noticing without judging. 1. Catch the spiral early. He advised, pause when you feel that familiar rush, the racing pulse, the looping thought. Name it. Say softly, I'm overthinking. Awareness is the key that opens the door. 2. Label your thoughts, write them down, or say them aloud. The act of labeling turns chaos into clarity. It separates you from the voice in your head. 3. The stop command. When thoughts spiral, visualize a red stop sign. Whisper, stop, a gentle mental interruption that halts runaway thinking. Awareness, he said, was the first freedom. Once you see the storm, you can choose to step out of it. Techniques to rewire the mind. Nick's background in psychology taught him that thinking patterns are habits, and habits can change. 4. The thought replacement method. When your mind says, I can't handle this, replace it with, I've handled worse. Each new phrase rewires a neural path towards strength. 5. Reframing the story. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Pain becomes purpose when the story shifts. 6. Cognitive distancing. Step outside your thoughts. Imagine they belong to someone else. What advice would you give them? That distance creates objectivity and peace. 7. Gratitude anchoring. Nick called gratitude the reset button. When lost in anxiety, name 3 things that are still okay. Gratitude grounds the soul. Techniques to calm the body, quiet the mind. Overthinking often begins in the body, in tension, shallow breathing, or clenched fists. To calm the mind, Nick first calmed the body. 8. Deep breathing reset. He taught 4x4 breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, pause for 4. It resets the nervous system, a signal that you're safe. 9. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique. When panic rises, find 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, 1 you can taste. The world pulls you back into the present. 10. Progressive muscle relaxation. Tense and release each muscle slowly. With every release, imagine thoughts loosening too. 11. The 1-minute pause. Once every hour, stop whatever you're doing, breathe, observe. Realize that nothing requires panic. Peace, he said, is not a miracle. It's a muscle trained through practice. Techniques to declutter your mind. An overthinker's mind is like a cluttered room. Too many voices, too many shoulds. Nick believed mental clarity begins with simplicity. 12. The mental declutter list. Write down every worry in your head, then divide it into 2 columns. Things I can control and things I can T. Keep only the first. 13. The 2-minute rule. If a thought or task takes less than 2 minutes to solve, do it immediately. It prevents small tasks from becoming heavy thoughts. 14. Digital detox moments. Nick suggested at least 1 hour a day without screens. No social media, no notifications. The silence reconnects you with yourself. 15. The Mind Dump Journal. Before bed, pour your thoughts onto paper. Leave them there. The page becomes your therapist, your mind's midnight release. Decluttering the mind, he said, isn't about forgetting. It's about making space for peace to enter. Techniques to stop negative spirals. Every negative spiral starts with one small spark. Nick developed specific tools to put out those fires before they spread. 16. The reality check question. Ask, is this thought true or just possible? Most worries collapse under this simple test. 17. The 10-year rule. Will this matter in 10 years? If not, it doesn't deserve your entire night. 18. Delay the worry. Set a worry appointment. When anxious, tell yourself, I'll think about this at 6 p.m. Most worries fade before the appointment arrives. 19. Replace what if with even if. What if I fail becomes even if I fail, I'll grow. The fear loses its sharpness. 20. The 3-breath reset. When thoughts spiral, stop and take 3 deliberate breaths. Count them. Each breath pulls you back from the edge. Nick once wrote, "The mind respects rhythm. Breathe, pause, return." Techniques for action and focus action, Nick said, is the cure for endless rumination. Movement grounds us in reality. 21. The small step strategy. When paralyzed by indecision, take one small step. Send one email, wash one dish, write one sentence. Progress quiets panic. 22. The 80% rule. Perfectionism fuels overthinking. Instead of chasing perfection, aim for 80%. Done is peaceful. Perfect is prison. 23. The single task focus. Multitasking splits the mind. Choose one task, one moment, one focus, and give it everything. The present becomes powerful again. Through these techniques, Nick transformed theory into practice, thoughts into calm. Coming back to the present. After years of study and personal battles, Nick realized that the destination of peace was always close, closer than breath. It wasn't found in controlling the world, but in accepting it. He often sat quietly, remembering his childhood on the Illinois farm. He'd look across a sunset field and feel what he once couldn't to describe: stillness. Now he knew its name: presence. He wrote, "The mind cannot live in two places. When it's here, now, it cannot be lost." And that was the ultimate message of Stop Overthinking. Not to silence the mind, but to return it home. The return to calm. When you stop overthinking, you don't lose thought. You gain clarity. You don't stop caring. You start living. Nick Trenton's journey wasn't about escaping his mind, but befriending it. He showed the world that calm isn't the absence of noise. It is learning which sounds deserve your attention. So tonight, if your thoughts begin to race again, remember, catch the spiral early. Breathe. Ground yourself. Take one small step and whisper gently, "I am here. I am enough." This moment is enough. Because peace isn't something we chase. It's something we return to when we finally stop overthinking.